Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. And you guys, if you haven't been watching any of my videos, I have made a cooking channel, so definitely subscribe to that. That's where a majority of my cooking videos will be, but right now I'm posting on both. So today I'm going to teach you how to make pepper steak. And this pepper steak was so good and it was an easy meal to make. So let's just get straight into it. So first you're going to get a steak of your choice, and you're going to use about 3 pounds to 3.5 pounds. I use about 3.5. So you're going to slice your steak just like this. So you want to get your steak sliced evenly, and you all want it to be about this size so that it can cook evenly. And you don't want like any big pieces. You want like, just medium size sliced pieces of steak. Now that you have cut your steak into slices, you're not going to add your seasoning. You're going to add 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of onion and herb minced dash, and 2 tablespoons of paprika. And then you're going to go in and add 2 teaspoons of Lorry's, 2 teaspoons of Creole seasoning, and 2 teaspoons of black pepper. Then you're going to give this a really good mix. You guys, I'm going to list everything in the description box at the bottom, so don't worry about it. You're going to give this a really good mix, and you're going to let this sit and marinate for about 30 minutes while you prepare your peppers. Now we're going to prepare our peppers. We're using 2 red, 1 yellow, 1 green, and 1 orange pepper. And I'm just going to demonstrate how you guys should cut your peppers. This is just the easy way to cut it. So you're going to start with cutting off the top piece, the head of it, and then you're going to pull out the seed that's inside of it. And you're going to just throw this away. You really don't need this part. And then you're just going to slice the pepper in half. And then from there, you can pull out, I don't even know what this is inside, but I usually just pull it out. Some people cut it up in there, but I usually just cut out the extra part inside. I wish I knew what it was. And then after that, you're just going to thin slice it. You're not going to cut it too thin, but just the right size. I'm just demonstrating it for you guys right here so you guys can see exactly the perfect size that you need to cut your peppers in. Now that you have sliced your peppers should look all like this. And then you're just going to combine this all into one bowl just like this. And you're going to set it to the side because now you're going to do your onions. You're going to do about 2 yellow onions. You're going to peel your onions and then you're just going to slice them just like this. And prepare to put them in a bowl just the same way you did your peppers. We're now going to get our pot and we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil to your pan. And then you're going to add in your peppers. And then you're just going to let this cook for a little while. So anywhere between like 2 to 4 minutes. You're then going to add your onion in. You're going to add both of your yellow onions in. And then you're going to cook this for a little while. And then you're going to put this to the side. And now prepare to make your steak. You're going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. You're going to let this melt in the pot. And then you're going to add in your steak that you had marinating for about 30 minutes. Or an hour, however long you had it marinate, and you're going to then add it to the pan. You're not going to mix your steak up. You're going to make sure you get all of the butter flavor in the steak. So you're just really going to cook it and mix it up really well. And in the process of doing that, you're then going to add in 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Once you add that in, you're then going to place a lid on your steak, and you're going to let this cook anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes at first, but you're going to look at it periodically. So I would say cook for 5 minutes and then check it out, and then maybe another 5 minutes for your first step. After cooking for about 10 minutes with the lid on, your steak should start to look like this, and it's starting to look good, you guys. So you're going to mix it up once again. Give it a really good mix so that everything is cooked evenly. And then you're going to add in 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And then you're going to add in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. You're now going to mix your ingredients together really well, and then you're going to place the lid back on. You're going to allow this to cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. Like I said, just monitor it. You don't want all of your liquid to evaporate out of the pan. Once you do that, you're then going to take the lid off again, and you're going to give everything a really, really good mix. Then you're going to add your peppers in. Once you add your peppers in, you're then going to add 4 cups of beef broth. Once you add that beef broth in, you're then going to place your lid back on, and you're just going to allow this to cook and simmer until the meat is nice and tender, until like the meat is nice and soft, tender. Once it's like that, then your pepper steak is almost done. This is what your pepper steak should start to look like. This is what it should be looking like once it's almost done. So the final and last thing that I'm gonna do for this pepper steak, for this recipe, is add some cornstarch to it to kind of thicken up the broth, because as you guys can see, it's kind of loose. So I'm basically adding in a mixture of 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 4 tablespoons of water. So that for me was enough to thicken it. If you want it more thicker, or if you don't want it as thick, I just recommend you to use, for every tablespoon of cornstarch, you're going to use 2 tablespoons of water. So if you want to use 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, make sure that you mix it with 6 tablespoons of water. So that's my recommendation. I only used 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I added in 4 tablespoons of water. I mixed it really well, and this texture was to my liking. So it really is just based upon how thick you want your pepper steak to be, or how loose you want it to be. And there it is, you guys. This is my pepper steak recipe. Honestly, this was so easy to make. It was quick. It tastes really good. I was able to meal prep this, take it to work. You guys know I'm big on meal prepping. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please like this video. Also, comment, subscribe. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to both of my channels, my cooking channel and my personal channel. Both of them are in the description, and I will see you guys next Sunday with another cooking video.